Hi Russell, welcome to the Property Biz. Great to
Hi,
see you
Anne.
again. I thought I'd just catch up today and just see what you're finding in the market currently. We're going through some challenging times again after a buoyant year last year. So what's happening on the ground?
Sure. So in the residential area, the region, just for the viewers that I work in, is around Macquarie Centre. So that's you would say the northern districts of Sydney. So we're finding that stock on market is quite high. There's a lot of choice out there for buyers. So if anyone's watching this and they are thinking of buying, there's definitely good deals to be had out there. And the main reason for that is we're looking at around 10 to 12% drop in buyers per listing than compared to this time last year. So it is, yeah. And I think that just comes back to the fact that everyone's seeing the interest rates rise and voting with their feet, basically.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's difficult. Are you finding vendors are willing to come to the party a bit more, being realistic around their pricing of their property and their expectations?
It's teetering at the moment is probably the word I'll use. I think because this area has been quite lucky, I guess, in terms of the median house price and unit price being quite high compared to the rest of Sydney. That people are still expecting last year's prices at the moment. But like with anything, I've been through this before, there's always a bit of a honeymoon period. Let's say that period is anywhere between 0 and 3 months. So the interest rate rises started to happen in May, didn't they? So I think, August, September, I think is when we'll start to see things start moving quite constantly.
Yeah, well, what we're finding is from the buyers that finance has been increasingly difficult to secure if you didn't have pre-approval, and even with the pre-approval, once we start making offers and going into the market, that the banking system is requiring more diligence around the purchase than the finance. They've been quite strict on trying to keep the finance alive. So I always tell my clients that they must have a very strong relationship with their broker or their bank. I know with some clients I've currently got at the moment, they actually have to submit pay slips on a regular basis to their broker to ensure that they're still gainfully employed. And they are keeping up with their savings history until settlement. There's a lot of nervousness around, even from buyers, like what you've said, that making that commitment to purchase, because in some cases the drop in the market isn't enough for them, and now with the interest rates going up, their money doesn't buy as much. So so it's a tricky time, isn't it? It's
I think for the buyers out there, my advice all the time, no matter what the market's doing, is to look at everything you can, because you just don't know under the surface which one is going to work out best for you in terms of the price.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think now more than ever, people just need to keep their options open, go and have a look at everything that's out there.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Look, there are some beautiful properties that, you can secure a really great property in this type of market. And the vendor would be happy with the price and the buyer's getting a good buy. So it's, I always sometimes think bad news is good news.
Yes.
You can really gain a lot from all of that. So
I think the buyers and sellers out there might see it as a risk-reward situation. Yes, it is a bit risky to buy something in a market that's said to be trending downwards. But then again, if you think about it, there's not as much competition, which is the driver of price. And there's definitely good deals to be had. So I think at the end of the day, it's all about confidence. If you need a roof over your head,
exactly.
find the right place and go for it.
Yeah. How often do you think, people should be listening to the media?
Mm,
I feel sometimes the media drives the market a bit, and people get a bit scared. They're
I think
sitting
so
in the
too.
boardrooms. Yeah.
I think so. It's definitely a sheep mentality. Let's to put it in that way. But
Yeah.
people like to do what others do, and that's what we're finding at the moment. So there will be a time when the buyers out there that are looking come back in droves,
Mm.
and I think that's what most people should try and avoid. So if they can get in before that spike,
Exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that's when you're
Totally
going to
agree.
get the reward.
That's when the rewards are made. Yeah, I totally agree. Lovely. Well, thanks for your time today, Russell. I really appreciate that. And
My pleasure. Likewise,
nice
Anne.
to see you again.
Yeah,
Okay.
good to see you.
Okay. Bye.